timeout. End.
This is KD8SLG. Obviously, we had some issues, technical issues with Newsline tonight. The net will still start at the top of the hour. This is KD8SLG. I'll be standing by. K5CFY, K5CFY, this is KD8SLG. I'm going to try this thing out one more time before we get the party started. Over here. All right, just checking. Thanks, Ray. KD8SLG clear.
The weekly Serenet, featuring club news, trivia, and check-ins from some of the nicest hams in the universe starts in 5 minutes.
AV at a Mo testing.
AB8MO, KD SLG, you're a little noisy, but we heard you.
All right, thanks, Nick. Well, I'll probably just be in and out there whenever Ray starts the net. AV at a Mo. Thanks, Nick.
W8WKY.
Get ready for the weekly Saranet starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh. K5CFY, this is KD8SLG.
Net, we ask that all traffic pass through this net. Your net controller for this evening is K5CFY, Kilo 5 Charlie Foxtrot Yankee. My personal is Ray Romeo Alpha Yankee. But for the duration of this net, I'll be using the club call W8WKY. We'll slow the net down and do our best to help you out. Is there any emergency traffic at this time holding for the net? This is W8WKY. G, W8WKY.
W8WKY, K5CFY. This is KD8SLG. We are getting your transmissions a little late there, Ray. So this may be we'll have to slow things down a little bit. But let me make a few announcements here. Next license session is August 3rd. Believe it or not, that's Saturday, from 10 until noon at the Smithville Brethren Church, and N8WB. Stefan will be there running the show, I'm sure. Our next monthly meeting is August 15th from 7 to 9 at the Wadsworth Eagles Airy, where it always is. Don't forget, we meet 5-ish at Casa Nuestra down the street for some Mexican food beforehand. And the Sarah Family Picnic will be August 18th from 1 till 5 at the Wadsworth Eagles Airy. So lots of events going on here in August as well. And it's hard to believe summer's almost over. Wow. Thanks, Ray. W8WKY, this is KD8SLG. Back to you, sir. K5CFY, this is KD8SLG. We're not hearing you. Are you still out there? Try holding it down for a while and letting it get in there, if you would, please. We may have to preempt this. All right, Ray doesn't seem to be getting through with the Allstar system tonight. We seem to be having some technical issues, so I'm just going to jump in here and take over. This is KD8SLG. I will be W8WKY for the net tonight. And Eric's got some trivia for us. It's going to be a good time. Let's just get things started here. In and out check-ins, please. In and out check-ins only. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening. Kilo.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo KE8 TLB. I'll be in and out. Thanks, Nick, for running that. Do a great job. 73, God bless.
Please check in Kilo Delta 8 Juliet November X-Ray KD8 JNX Brooker and Rittman. Nick, I'm just going to be in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Golf KF8G. I'll be in and out this evening. Good evening.
Kilo Echo 8 India Mike Echo David Sterling. In and out.
D8 Charlie Tango Mike Terry at Portage Lakes, and I'll be in and out.
8AMX. That can be beautiful downtown Firestone Park is in and out.
KE2KO Kilo Echo 8 Quebec Kilo Oscar Nick and Akron. In and out.
Kilo Bravo 8 Victor Hotel Mike KB8 VHM Tom and Green. In and out.
Kilo Alpha 8 Mike November Tango Tom and Canton will be in and out.
All right, let me pick it up there, please. This is W8WKY. We picked up 88EPC, Dustin, KE8TLB, Randy, KD8JNX, Brooker, KF8G, Brian, KE8IME, David, W8CTM, Carrie, K8AMX, Dick, KE8QKO, Nick at Night, KB8VHM, and K8MNT, Tom. All in and out. Thanks for stopping by tonight and showing your support, guys. Let's do another round of in and outs. This is W8WKY. I'm listening.
Whiskey Alpha 8 Kilo Oscar Charlie WA8 KOC Fred Akron. I doubled with you, Nick. My apologies. Have a great net. I'm sure it'll be awesome. Back to you. WA8 KOC.
Kilo Charlie 8 Lima Yankee Golf KC8LYG Rick and Maslin. In and out.
All right, we got two more there. W8KOC. Fred is in and out. Stuff happens, Fred. Good to hear you tonight. And KC8LYG, Rick. Thanks for stopping by tonight. All right, now let's get some folks in here who want to play trivia tonight. We're going to find out what Eric's trivia question is in a minute. Let's do a couple rounds of check-ins and see who wants to play trivia tonight. This is W8WKY. Go.
Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra. This is Gary in Fairlawn. Ready to play trivia.
W8WKY. This is Kilo Echo 8 Victor Quebec X-Ray KE8 VQX Joe San Diego Echolink.
This is AV8MO, also on Echo. Good evening there, Nick.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India Bravo KE8 UIB
John in Massillon.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu, Romeo, KE8, ZZR. Harry over here in Wadsworth. Good evening, Nick.
KD2, EPO, Kilo Delta 2, Echo Papa Oscar, John, and Sharon.
WO3X, Whiskey Oscar 3 X-Ray, John in Cuyahoga Falls.
November Tango 8 Delta, NT8D, Dave in Copley.
All right, let me pick it up there, guys. We've got Alpha 8 Custom Select Gary to lead us off tonight. KE8VQX checking in from San Diego. AB8MO on Echolink. KE8UIB John. KE8ZZR Harry. KD2EPO John. WO3X John. We got a lot of Johns in here tonight. NT8D Dave. And Paul and Maslin, I got you. IRJ, I'll figure out your prefix in a second here. You're really, really quiet coming into the repeater. Who else wants to play trivia tonight? This is W8WKY. I'm listening.
K4OG with a UIB footprint on the back.
Kilo Charlie 8 Hotel Delta Papa KC8 HDP Jerry and Shreve.
All right, we picked up a couple more there. K4OG, the original gangsta. Mark, you're in there. And KC8HDP, Jerry, I got you there. Anyone else for trivia tonight before we go to Eric for the question? W8WKY, listening. All right, nothing heard. We've got a good list going here. So let's go up to Eric tonight and see what he's got in store for us. W8ELM, this is W8WKY. Take it away, Eric.
W8WKY from W8ELM. Good evening to everybody. Carnivorous plants, like the Venus flytrap and the pitcher plant, trap insects and small animals to obtain what? Is it A, to obtain energy for photosynthesis, or B, to obtain water in desert environments, or is it C, to obtain minerals from nutrient-poor soils? Or finally, is it D, to obtain proteins and carbohydrates they cannot manufacture themselves? One more time. Carnivorous plants, like the Venus flytrap and pitcher plant, trap insects and small animals. A, to obtain energy for photosynthesis. B, to obtain water in desert environments. C, to obtain minerals from nutrient-poor soils. Or D, to obtain proteins and carbohydrates they cannot manufacture themselves.
All right, Eric. You told me it was going to be another animal question tonight. I believed you as well. Fine business. Thank you, W8ELM. This is W8WKY. And our first victim tonight is going to be President Gary. AA8CS. This is W8WKY. How you doing tonight, Gary? How was your trip, and what's your answer to the trivia questions tonight? Take it away.
Good evening, Sarah and friends. Yeah. The trip was, it was a good trip. And I got my daughter back for her interview for a new job, and when I got home on Monday, I found out she got the job. So, that being said, we are very, very happy about that. Anyway, that being said, we had a great time. The weather was drop dead awful. I have never been in Texas where in July especially, I think it's the second hottest and second driest month of the year for Texas, and the temperatures were in the 80s, and it rained every day. It was the most remarkable thing I've ever run across. Anyway, I won't bore you with all that, but it was a good trip, Nick, and thanks for asking. Let me grab a second. All right. Well, here we go. I'm gonna deal with the trivia question first. Eric's question. Immediately scratch C. Okay, that's over. Carnivorous plants. They don't. They can do whatever they want. So I'm gonna scratch D as well. The protein and carbs not produced by themselves, they don't need that. They really don't. Water, they're tough, and they can just squeeze the water out of the insects and whatever. And anyway, I'm going to scratch B too, but I'm not sure. But the one that makes sense to me is A, because we all know plants are all about photosynthesis. So there you have it. I'm going with A. That was a whole lot for just the letter A, wasn't it? Anyway, that's all I have. I'm not going to bore you guys to death, but I got to tell you one thing. It is good to be home, just like Dorothy Gale said. There's no place like home. Back to net, W8WKY. This is AA8CS. Good evening and 73, everybody.
AA8CS, W8WKY. Good to have you back in town, Gary. Got you down for Alpha tonight. All right, next victim tonight is KE8VQX coming at us through Echolink from San Diego. Joe, good times at POTA over the weekend. Thanks for coming out there. We had some fun. And boom, you flew off to San Diego for us. Joe, what's going on, and what's your answer to the trivia question tonight?
W8WKY, this is Kilo Echo 8, Victor, Quebec X-Ray. Hello, Nick, and hello, everyone else. Ray couldn't quite get in there. I was kind of looking forward to that. Over here in San Diego, tomorrow's the last day of the trips, and looking at the USS Eisenhower, Lincoln, and Reagan across the bay here. All three of those carriers are in port, which is kind of cool. Get to see F-18s flying around and stuff like that. Anyways, as far as the trivia goes, I am going to go with C as in Charlie, because I don't know. And one of these days, C is going to be correct, which I think it might have been last week. Anyhow, hopefully get home tomorrow night if everything goes just right tomorrow. So with that, thanks for getting me in there. This is KE8VQX, back to net control.
KE8VQX, KD8SLG. I worked for a company in San Diego for a while, and we used to go out on the roof every day at lunch because the jets would fly over from Miramar. It's pretty exciting stuff. Cool. You Godspeed in your travels there, Joe. We're going to clear with KE8VQX, and next up is AB8MO. Andy, I think he's on the road on Echolink. Andy, how you doing tonight, and what's your answer to tonight's trivia question?
KD8SLG and the... Let me turn this down. Sarah... ClubNet. There we go. I almost said barometer net or beacon net. It's just the ClubNet. This is AB8MO on Echo Stink. Man, all kind of weird, awkward pauses here. So only way I'm able to get everything is actually listening to the repeater. But I sort of figured I was terribly noisy in the repeater, so I'm trying to spare you guys the suffering listening to Stack Crackle Pop, because I can't get on RF the way it should be, so I am a failure as an amateur radio operator. So anyhow, whatever answer was nutrient poor soils, I don't know if it was C, but that sticks out to me for some reason, so we'll go with that. And I don't know if I'm going to make the club picnic. We'll see how I feel. I don't know if I'm going to feel up to it after running a ham test for 5 hours and cleaning afterward, but we'll see. I could make it, probably not at 1 because our ham test ends at noon, and hopefully it'll be all cleaned up. So I may make a grand appearance a couple hours late, but I'm not going to sign up for food or anything. So we'll give it a try. But August 18th is going to be jam-packed for me. So thanks for picking it up for Ray. I have a feeling Ray's having the same problem I am, which is why I got to listen to the repeater. Back to you there, Nick. KD8, what's your call? W8WKY. This is AB8MO. I'll get it right eventually.
AB8MO. W8WKY. I almost slipped there, Andy. All right, man, thanks. Echolink was treating you just fine, and you're not a failure. Sometimes conditions just don't agree with us. And, man, I did that try to make multiple event things a couple of weekends ago, and it just didn't work out. And, man, I know it's a drive out there and a drive, but we hope to see you nonetheless. Thanks, Andy. We're going to clear with AB8MO. Let's check in with John in Maslin. KE8UIB, this is W8WKY. Take it away, John.
W8WKY from KE8UIB. Good evening, Nick, and everybody out there on the net. Just want to chime in on this beautiful Tuesday evening and say hello to everybody. And, the trivia questions, you guys. Well, I'm messaging back and forth with my mom and dad, and we're all going to go with D tonight, Delta, for the trivia question. And my mom and dad's messaging with me, and, we do this on a weekly thing, and it's become a big thing with us. But I'd like to say on my parents' behalf, they would like me to say hi to everybody out there on the net, and especially my dad especially wants to say hello to Eric Mass. He's a big fan of trivia. They love the trivia questions. So everybody, just from Terry and Tony Sayer, they just want to say hello to everybody out there on the net. So I just want to get that out there. And with that, this is KE8UIB, living the $5 dream a nickel at a time. I'm going to go ahead and hand this back over to Net Control. Thanks for running the net, Nick. 7-3, y'all.
KE8UWKY. All right there, John. I've got you down for D, and D tonight because we got Carrie and Tony Sayer on the list as well. Good evening, folks. Thanks for listening in. We're going to clear with KE8UIB. Let's talk to Harry, KE8ZZR. Man, good times at POTA over the weekend. Thanks for coming out, and thanks for the donuts. What do you got for the net tonight, and what's your answer to the trivia question?
W8WKY, this is KE8ZZR. Good evening, Nick. Thanks for a great weekend. As I said on Sunday, I definitely learned a lot. I wish I would have made a few contacts. But there's more to come. It was good seeing you today at the Wayne County Aries Luncheon. You dropped in for a few minutes, so it was great to see you. And that's about the extent of my day. So I'll get on here, and with Eric's trivia question, I'm going to go with C. It's a long shot, but that's what it's going to be. C is in Charlie. So I'll turn it back to you, Nick, and this is KE8ZZR 73s.
KE8ZZR WWK. Seeing you today as well, Harry, and I think I told you I've been to like a dozen POTA events so far and haven't made a single contact yet, at least not a POTA one. But I always work the 2-meter station to talk people into wherever we are. So that's my deal. That and burning burgers and dogs. So good to have you here tonight. I got you down for Charlie tonight. A bold move, choosing Charlie on one of Eric's questions. We'll see how that works out. We're going to clear with KE8ZZR. Let's go to John, KD2EPO. This is WKY. What do you got for us tonight, and what's your answer to the trivia question?
Good evening. This is KD2EPO. Don't have much, really. Still working around the house like I've been doing the last couple times that I've hopped on here, and work's been fun with all the weather all around the areas in New York and Chicago and dealing with air traffic and all that fun stuff. But as far as choice for answers, I'm going to go with Delta for the protein and carbs. But yeah, other than that, don't have much. Hope everyone's having a good week, and hope we get a little bit more rain here so we can actually get green lawns instead of the wheat fields, or at least that I got right now. WAWKY, this is KD2EPO.
KD2EPO, WWKY, I got you down for Delta tonight. That's what I chose as well. We'll see how that works out for us tonight. Sounds like you're staying busy. Keep at it. Going to clear with KD2EPO. Next up, we got WO3X. This is WKY. What's your answer to trivia, and what else you got for us tonight, John? Take it away.
Good evening, Nick, and all on the net. This is WO3X. Well, for the trivia, I'm going to go with D Delta, like the two previous check-ins named John went with. Let's see, and I had fun on Saturday. I wasn't on for long, but I did talk with Andy, AB8MO, and as W8WKY. On 40 meters, and I talked with Jim on W8VPV, and I was out in Fulton County at a geocaching event. It's called the Midwest Geobash. It's an annual event that has hundreds of attendees. Let's see, so I was using my Zyju G90 and a Outback, Perth Outback antenna, and I heard them clearly, and they heard me clearly, but not a strong signal. So I got a 4.4 from Andy, and I got a 5.1 from Jim. So that was my goal to make one, at least one POTA contact, you know, with the activity that was going to be going on here that day. So I made two. So I made my goal. So let's see. So with that, back to the net. This is WO3X.
All right, John, W3X, W8WKY. Oops. Good to hear you tonight, John. Thanks for being out there and making a contact with us on Saturday. And you've always got fun stuff going on the weekends. And it's good hearing you on the 6-meter net on Sundays as well. Thanks for being here, John. We'll talk to you next time. We're going to clear with WO3X. This is the W8WKY repeater. You're listening to the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. And next on the list, we have NTAD. Dave, NTAD, this is WKY. What's your answer to the trivia question? What do you got for the net tonight? Go.
Good evening there, Nick. Good evening to all the club members, the check-ins, listeners. I hope everybody's having a good start to the week. Had some really good deluges here that lasted for 5, 10, 15 minutes. So Lon probably appreciates that. Just an interesting pattern of rainfall, though. Got a bunch of stuff done for the boat. The cabin hatches are almost all done. I've got one more piece to fit and paint, and then they'll be all done. Got an invitation to go sail on a buddy's boat up in Sandusky next week, or the next opportunity. He's got his boat in condition to go out, so we'll probably go do that soon. Giving away a boat to a friend of mine for his daughter to learn how to sail. This has been like sort of a decent week, considering all the busyness and rain and everything. Went and fixed a piano that had sticky keys. Old, big, giant upright that I hadn't looked at in a couple of years. They weren't interested in tuning, but I made the keys work for them. So it's been fun. So piano work, boat work, all that stuff's been going on. Jam session tomorrow night at Julie's Music Room, next door to Luigi's in Akron. Come listen to us and give us an audience, and bring an instrument if you like to play. If there is a letter that has not been picked yet there, Nick, please assign that letter to me. And if there is not such an empty letter, then just give me C. Charlie just for the heck of it, because I want to be weird tonight. W8WKY, NTAT.
NTAD, WKY. Just tonight? You want to be weird, Dave? Just tonight? Got you down for Bravo, man. That's the only one that hasn't been chosen tonight. And that would be for water. So someone's got the right answer now. So there you go. All right, we're going to clear with NTAD. Next up, I'm going to turn up my volume a little so I can hear you. KG7IRJ, this is WKY. What do you got for us tonight, and what's your answer to the trivia, Paul? Go.
W8WKY, KG7IRJ. Yeah, Nick, my original idea was C. I'll stick with it. We've gotten popular lately, but I picked that out when he was tweeting it. Anyway, and I've been watching the Storms match up over camp and not hitting. I'm northeast Massillon, so okay. All right, have fun, guys. Still at Germany 7, Italy Radio Japan.
KG7IRJ, W8WKY, got you down for Bravo. Thanks, Paul. You have a great night. We'll be listening for you on the radio some more. Going to clear with KG7IRJ. Next up, we've got the new call sign, the original gangsta. K4OG, this is W8WKY. What do you got for us tonight, Mark? And what's your answer to tonight's trivia question?
Delta.
W8WKY, K4OG here. Good evening, Nick and everybody. Well, I was looking forward to some northern lights tonight, but that's not happening with the cloud cover. And K5CFY, I'm sorry you didn't get through tonight. I was really looking forward to that. Nick, you remember Little Shop of Horrors, don't you? And that vicious, vicious plant, Audrey 2. What did she eat? She was eating humans, I think. Anyway, Audrey 2, she needed a lot of protein, that plant, and so Net Charlie. Yeah, that's all I got, Nick. Good times, and thank you for running the net. This is K4OG, back to net.
Feed me, Seymour. All right, Mark, got you down for Delta, and Paul, I heard you jump in there with Delta as well. If you want to make sure I get the right answers, guys, give me phonetics, because B, C, D, E, they all sound alike to me. That rhymes. All right, and fine business there, Mark, out at POTA this weekend. We had a good time. Thanks for being there as well. We're going to clear with K4OG. And then we got KC8HDP, Jerry down in Shreve. This is W8WKY. What do you got for us tonight, Jerry? And what's your answer to Eric's trivia question? Take it away.
Well, good evening, Nick, and good evening, Eric. Thanks for taking over the net on short notice, Nick. And Eric, another head scratcher. Boy, great trivia question as always. Let's see if I better answer that question. Boy, I'm really torn here. I guess I'll go with Delta. Yeah, Delta. Well, I had lunch with the Wayne County Aries group this afternoon. Good to see you there, Nick, and good to have Harry and Eric there as well. Always a good time. Let's see. Looking forward to the VE session coming this Saturday at the Smithville Brethren Church. It's right on 585 there, near the stoplight in Smithville. So hope to see a bunch of people there who would like to upgrade and or get their first amateur radio license. Love helping people get into the hobby. Don't really have anything else, so I am going to send things back to you, Nick. W8WKY, this is KC8HDP at the back of the bus, which is better than under it. Back to you, Nick, 7-3.
KC8HDP, KDSLG. Oh, I know about the back of the bus, and I know about under the bus, too. And lately, I know about the front of the bus as well. So, Jerry, great to have you in here tonight, and it was great seeing you at lunch today. Maybe some week I'll make it in time to break bread with all of y'all. So that's my goal. Good to hear you, Jerry. Have a great night. Got you down for Delta. Going to clear with KC8HDP. Let's take a minute now and see if Ray can get in here. K5CFY, this is W8WKY. You want to give it a shot, Ray? I'm listening. Nothing heard there. Technical issues abound. Sorry, Ray, this was going to be a blast. We'll work this out and do it again sometime. All right, let's see. I got to the bottom of the list there, but I added a bunch of people since then. K6KJV, Kevin, in Valley Springs, California, is on the list. AI5HV, Greg, I got you in there. KE8VZA, Eric, KC3QND, Jeannie, and KF8BED, Eric, I got you all on the list. I'm going to see if anybody else wants to get in here, and then we will reread the question and start all over again. This is W8WKY. Is anyone else out there? Go.
Hello. Hey, Stephen Woodfield. Alpha India 5, Quebec AI 5Q, in and out due to communication issues tonight.
All right, we had 3 attempts there. First person, I got a couple of syllables. I didn't catch any of the call sign. And we had AI5Q, Jairus. You sounded fine there, Jairus, but we are having some issues with the system tonight. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. And then someone tried after Jairus, and I got nothing but a key up there. So let's start with who just tried to get in there. Give it another go, please.
Bravo 8, Victor Golf X-ray, Stephen Field.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-ray, KE8.
All right, I got KE8 VOX in there, and I got Kilo Bravo 8, and it was still chopping it. Can you give it to me a couple of times, please, phonetically? Nothing heard with the KB8 station. And the first person who tried to check in, if you'd like to give it another try, please, I'm listening. Okay, nothing heard again. Let's get W8ELM to read the question again for our latecomers here. W8ELM, this is W8WKY. Take it away, please, Eric.
W8WKY from W8ELM. Good evening to our newcomers. Our trivia question tonight: carnivorous plants like the Venus flytrap and the pitcher plant trap insects and small animals. A, to obtain energy for photosynthesis. B, to obtain water in desert environments. C, to obtain minerals from nutrient-poor soils. Or D, to obtain proteins and carbohydrates they cannot manufacture themselves. One more time. Carnivorous plants like the Venus flytrap and the pitcher plant trap insects and small animals. A, alpha, to obtain energy for photosynthesis. B, bravo, to obtain water in desert environments. C, Charlie, to obtain minerals from nutrient-poor soils. Or D, to obtain proteins and carbohydrates they cannot manufacture for themselves. Back to net.
W8ELM, W8WKY, thank you very much, LT. We're going to clear with W8LM. This is W8WKY. You're listening to the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. And next on the list, we have Rev Kev. K6KJV, this is W8WKY. What's your answer to the trivia question, and what do you got for the group tonight? Go, Kevin.
Thank you very much, sir, Nick, and everybody else on the net. This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California. Would have been in here a little bit sooner, but I'm a little slow in the head, and it took me a while to figure out that I had to go to Echolink, and, well, Nick, you just put it in the text, and I just didn't check the box, the blue screen. If I had them, I would have been in here earlier. But I'm going to take and go with, should be obvious, D as in Delta. I know a Cornwaldo bean took and gave that answer. I know that. That came from the Cornwaldo Bean Almanac right there. So, oh man, I'm all giddy today. It's kind of funny y'all bring up Little Shop of Horrors. You know, the Olympics brought up Rocky Horror Picture Show the other night. Yeah. Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that. But you know what? The good Lord says, the good book says God will not be mocked. So God God help all them people that was participating in that with all them little kids. So, well, I'm done preaching. So, I'm going to pass it back to you there, Nick, before I get all of us in trouble. So, take the mic from K6KJV. It's all yours, sir.
K6KJV, always a pleasure there, Rev Kev. And, yeah, we're just not going to go there. But you did have to bring Cornwaldo bean into the mix here. For those of you who don't know anything about Cornwaldo beans, you got to check into the Beacon Net on Wednesday and Sunday night sometime. Kev, Maranatha, you have a great night. We'll talk to you later on. Going to clear with K6KJV. Let's go out to Broken Arrow. Let's go out to Broken Arrow and talk to Greg. AI5HV, this is W8WKY. What's your answer, and what do you got for the group tonight? Go, Greg.
Good evening, Nick, and everyone else on the W8WKY net. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor, Greg in Broken Arrow. And my answer for the trivia question is C, to obtain minerals from nutrient-poor soils. So that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, man, we got you down for Charlie tonight. Charlie it is. And you got anything else for us tonight? Fine business on the net this afternoon, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. And, yeah, it was interesting with the Allstar Node 48496 being down. Had to come up with a different way to get in here. So got on the Echolink, and then it listed a number of different Allstar nodes. So I picked one of those and hooked up to that. And so that's how I'm coming into the net this evening. So good exercise, keeps me on my toes. And you're doing a great job, Nick. I appreciate you. And hope everyone else on the net has a wonderful and blessed evening. And I'll say 7-3 and turn it back over to you. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor.
All right, Greg, glad you found us tonight. Good to hear from you, and I got you down for Charlie. We're going to clear with AI5HV. This is W8WKY. Next on the list, we got Eric up in Strongsville. KE8VZA, W8WKY. Take it away, Eric. Give us your answer and everything else you got.
W8WKY.
8VZA. I hear an echo there, I think. Anyway, good to hear everybody tonight. Great trivia question. Had to think about it for a minute, but I'm settling on answer Delta. I immediately thought of Little Shop of Horrors. I've been sitting going, feed me, Seymour, over and over. It's kind of funny. Got some looks from passers-by in the hallway. Anyway, tried to make some contacts with the POTA crew this weekend. I did hear very briefly K4OG on 20 meters. I called out several times, but no dice. I did make contact with a special event station up in Oshkosh, the Warbirds of America, W9W special event. It was kind of cool. He replied right away. That was interesting. And just note, looking down the list of check-ins, the Erics outnumber the Knicks tonight. That's interesting, 3-2. That's about all I have for tonight. 73, everybody. KE8VZA, back to net control.
KE8VZA, got you down for Delta, and I started thinking about that movie, and I got to tell you, the Bill Murray and Steve Martin scene with Steve Martin as the sadistic dentist is just out of hand and worth a rewatch. Eric, have a great night. Going to clear with KE8VZA. This is W8WKY. And next on the list, we got Jeannie, KC3QND. How are you tonight, Jeannie? And what's your answer to the trivia question?
K8 SL
Gee, this is KC3QND. Hello, Nick. Well, I'm going to go with D, I guess. Everybody else is, and it makes sense. Protein, yeah. Everybody needs protein and carbs to survive. I enjoyed the little bit of rain we had today. That was most wonderful. I made a batch of corn relish, so that was an accomplishment for the day. But next Sunday on the 4th, there's a meet and greet from several clubs that are attending at it's the second annual Ham Radio Multi-Club Meet and Greet. It's at Cottonwood Picnic Shelter Valley Parkway, south of the Puritas and Mastic Roads, Cleveland Metro Parks in Cleveland. If you want to come, they're going to have a special event. They're going to have some ham radio knowledge with all the hams that are there, I'm sure. There's games for young and old. There's a bag raffle, a free bag raffle ticket for attendance. There's additional tickets available for contribution if you want to buy some, so that we can carry on with the meet and greet. And it's sponsored by the Northeast Ohio Amateur Radio Clubs. All clubs are welcome. You don't need to be a member of a club or even a ham to attend. Just let somebody know that you're coming. And if your last initials, I'm going to take a nickel here. If your last name begins with G through K, you bring a side dish. If it's L through R, you bring some drinks. No alcoholic drinks, though, because it's the state park, the Metro Park, you know. And S through Z can bring a dessert. And it sounds like it might be fun. So if you know anybody from any other clubs or anybody, you can bring a guest. Whatever you want to do, I think it's going to be a lot of fun to meet other people from other clubs, all clubs, any clubs. And you let Jean Gross know that's it. And Robin Jensen, that's Eric's wife, KC88WO, or Lori Schlick, Sarah Torek, Elaine Wilkinson. You let any of those ladies know if you're going to come, and it should be fun. And if you need any further information, if you know my call sign, I'm current on QRZ, so if you're interested in coming, you can contact me, and I'll let these people know what you're doing. And another thing, I'm going to be net control tomorrow night on 146.700 with a -6 at a 110.9 PL. So I hope to hear everybody tomorrow night. I guess that's all I got for the net tonight. I'll turn it back over to you, Nick. KC3QND, hello to everybody. Hope everybody has a wonderful evening, a wonderful week, and maybe we'll all see everybody Sunday. KC3QND, clear.
KC3QND, W8WKY. Jeannie, I'll try to, I've got an email with all that information in it. I will try to get that blasted out to the club. And, I'll do my best to make the food group net tonight and tomorrow night and say hi to you up there on the K8KRG. Thanks for stopping by tonight, Jeannie. And like I said, I'll do my best to get that blasted out in an email to all the club members here. Thanks for stopping by. This is W8WKY. You're listening to the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. And next on the list, we've got Eric, KF8BED. This is KD8SLG. What's your answer to trivia, and what do you got for us tonight, Eric? KF8BED, this is KD8SLG. Oh, W8WKY. You still out there, Eric? Nothing heard. All right, let's go up to Scott Vermillion. How you doing tonight, Scott? What's your answer to the trivia question, and what do you got going on? KE8VOX, take it away. KE8VOX, W8WKY. Real rough copy on you tonight, Eric. Really rough copy. But I did pull out Scott, excuse me. Sorry, Scott. I did pull out your answer, Charlie, so I got you down for that tonight. We'll be listening for you tomorrow morning on the Barometer Net. You have a great night, Scott. We're going to clear with KE8VOX. Let's see. WB4AIZ, Chuck was in and out from Florida, and KC8FQV can't get in tonight because the hub is down. So we're going to say hi to Mark anyway. KC8FQV got you in and out tonight. That's the bottom of my list. Let's go up to Eric and get the answer to tonight's trivia question. W8ELM. This is W8WKY. Who's got the right answer tonight, Eric? Go.
W8WKY from W8ELM. The correct answer, much to Gary's chagrin, is C. Minerals from nutrient-poor soils. KE8VQX, Joe. AB8MO, Andy. KE8UIB, John. KE8ZZR, Harry. AI5HV, Greg, and KE8VOX, Scott, all had the correct answer. Hold on.
W8WKY.
I knew it was time for the repeater to identify, so I wanted to give it that opportunity. Carnivorous plants like Venus flytrap and pitcher plant trap insects and small animals to obtain minerals from nutrient-poor soils. B cannot be correct because most of the carnivorous plants grow in bogs and swamps and marshes where there's plenty of water available. A is incorrect because, like nearly every other plant, they get their energy from metabolizing the sugar that they manufactured in the process of photosynthesis. So they don't have to use anything but the minerals from the small animals or insects that they are digesting. And D isn't correct because whenever they digest those insects or small animals, they break down all the proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, and then use the materials to make the proteins, carbohydrates, and fats that are necessary for their particular function and operation. So I think I covered everything without getting into the endoplasmic reticulum, the ribosomes, and the Golgi bodies, and all that good stuff. Back to net.
W8ELM. WAWKY, you just gave me flashbacks to high school biology. Eric, fine business, fine question as always, and thank you as ever. Thanks for being here. We always appreciate your trivia questions on Tuesday night. We're going to clear with W8ELM. That pretty much wraps it up. I'm going to throw out a last call for anybody else who wants to get on the list tonight, give them an opportunity. This is W8WKY making the last call. Anybody else out there?
W8WKY, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo.
All right, we've got one last call in there. WV3K, this is W8WKY. What do you want to share with the group tonight, Phil?
Well, Nick, I just turned my radio on here about 2-3 minutes short of you near closing of the net into your final call for any possible check-ins. I've been doing some work on the car, and I had an endodontist appointment early this morning, and spent an hour of them working with me. And things are looking up there. And I went to go visit over at Rose Hill while I was in Fairlawn to take a look at places where my parents and my grandfather from Paris, France, is laid to rest. And I hadn't been there for several years, so I just had a somber moment with myself just being there after my appointment. And it was good. It was all good. So that's what I did today. And then I spent my time here after I got back home and did a few tidbit things here in the room. Thought I'd work with the radio a little bit, and here tonight turn on the radio and I hear you guys talking. So I missed Newsline and I missed the question. And from the tail end of everything, it sounds like, as usual, ELM really did a nice job in putting that one together, as he does always. And I'm really glad we have somebody that knows how to put good questions together. With that, back over to net control. W8WKY, Nick, WV3K, 73, and God bless to all.
WV3K, this is W8WKY. Good to hear you tonight, Phil. Thanks for stopping by. You were the tail gunner for me tonight, so I'm going to put a bow on this. Thank everybody who participated tonight. I'm sorry that due to technical issues we didn't have Ray in here as promised, but we'll get him back in here again. K5CFY, sorry it didn't work out. Last but not least, I'd like to invite everybody down to the WatchNet on KD8QGQ. That's in Millersburg, 146670. Negative offset and a PL tone of 71.9. KB8PXM. Charlie does a fine job there. I'm heading there now myself. Maybe I'll hear some of you down there. I'm going to return the repeater to normal customary use, as well as the W8WKY call sign. This is KD8SLG. I'm clear in QSY to Millersburg. 73, all y'all.
Hey, KCFQV, Nick. I finally got it figured out why it wasn't in KCFQV.
KC8FGV, KD8SLG. I'm QS Millersburg. Have a good night, Mark. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why I couldn't get in. For some reason earlier today, I somehow logged out of Allstar. Now I'm back in, so enjoy Millersburg tonight.
W8WKY.
just throw a signal out to see if anyone's out there. I know Nick's over at the WatchNet, KSFQV, or anyone else is around.
To HCE listening.
I heard something come up there, but I don't know if that was a signal or just some strain RF, KSFQV.
Hello, Mark. KD2HCE, Chris in Medina.
Hey, Chris, thanks for coming back. You know, earlier today, for some reason, I guess maybe that will happen. Because I'm right now using the web transceiver because all the 48496 is down, and I was trying to connect, and I was like, wait, what's going on here? So it's something that once I set it up once, it came up a screen earlier today, and for some reason I had to get plugged back in. Hey, thanks for coming back. Just wanted to see if everything working now. So it's all back. Yeah, I found my other phone too. Well, now I'm in good shape. But I'll let you go, Chris. But hey, thanks for coming back.
Sounding good, Mark. Got a little tiny bit of background noise like a TV set, but it's a lot lower than usual, so a lot better than what I'm used to hearing you. KD2HCE, clear on your final.
Alright, yeah, that's not normal, and I'm clearing the other room. I'm not in the same room. So, hey, I'll let you go, and we'll catch you, I couldn't get into the net tonight because the 48496 is down, and I was trying to go to the other one, which is not set up, but it is set up on token, the transceiver side. So I couldn't get in. I wasn't logged in. It dropped me earlier today, I guess. I figured it out. So, hey, we'll let you go, and I'll catch you down the page somewhere, KSFQV.
W8WKY. W8WKY. Repeater PL1 14.8.